Time to let it fly. 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 Yeah.
This week in NBA 2K17, there are huge VC jackpots available in the venue. When ante-up events are going on, get wins and go for that big VC prize. We also have Ruffles 4-pointer challenge, house rules, and more coming to the venue, so stay tuned to the video walls in the neighborhood for all the latest. My team's Court Vision packs are out now. Brandon Jennings, Jason Kidd, Nick Van Exel, and more point guards are available. If you get every point guard in this pack, you can unlock a Ruby Darren Williams to lead your My Team lineup.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
We're at Vivint Smart Home Arena, the home of the Jams, as 2K Sports brings you today's action. Live from Salt Lake City, Utah. Happy holidays, everyone, from all of us at 2K Sports. And do we have a present for you today? I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf, facing off here against a very talented... We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, DeAndre Jordan shoots with his left hand, but he bowls with his right. He throws with his right, and he finishes with his right around the rim. But he insists he's left-handed. He said, I tried to shoot with my right hand, and it was pretty much the same, maybe worse. I'm going to stick with the left because I've been practicing that for a while. Kevin?
Interesting strategy, DA. Thank you. Jordan shoots a high percentage from the field. You can't fault him for using that logic. Now about halfway through the season, Brent, some teams looking great, but we still have a long way to go. We're talking about an 82-game schedule that is meant to put teams and players really to a full test.
Yeah, it's really something. I oftentimes find myself, Kevin, looking back after 14 years of playing at a team's schedule for an upcoming season, and I scratch my head and I go, wow, I used to do that? I mean, that's not easy to do.
It's very difficult. I agree. And look at the starters for the Cavaliers. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. D-Wade out there with Thomas. And it's Jordan in at center. And a wide open look for Hood. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And I love the way they just came right out at them in that game, determined to attack the rim.
And it led to them getting a bunch of points at the free throw line. So that aggressiveness caused foul trouble for their opponent. It was a great aggressive attitude that they played with.
Here's Favors, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Showing some initiative there.
Yeah, he takes advantage of what the defense is providing him, and that's the first bucket of the game.
The drive by James. Jordan kicks to James. Back to Jordan. It's stolen by Gobert. Johnson against LeBron. Johnson, the pass to Rubio. And Gobert kicks to Johnson. Gobert, the screen. 5 on the clock. Hood for 3. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They're 1 of 4 here to start, looking to get into a flow offensively.
Back to James. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And LeBron James has openly stated very publicly, especially last year in the finals, he is chasing Michael Jordan. He wants to be the best ever.
And at this point, he might be top 2. Jordan with 6 titles. Hard to see LeBron surpassing that. But just to be in the conversation with the GOAT is an achievement in and of itself.
Outside Crowder. James against Johnson. The drive by James. Cleveland gets it back. The second chance effort. It's deflected. It's stolen by Gobert. Hood kicks to Gobert. Rubio outside. Back to Gobert. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Crowder. Over Johnson. And another miss by Cleveland.
Yeah, this is a terrible start for him, and it has to be weighing on him.
Hood kicks to Rubio. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
And the thing that really sticks out when you look at Derek Favors, his defensive versatility. You know, he can guard the 4s or the 5s on the inside or out, and to have a player like that allows your team to excel.
They retain possession. Second chance shot, and LeBron with the layup.
Well, LeBron going up strong on the inside doesn't give the D a chance to block his shot, carves out just enough room.
Thomas against Rubio. Johnson with a screen on James. Favors against Crowder. And Rubio kicks to Hood. Gobert the screen. Off the pick. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. And despite Favors' size and strength, he really moves his feet well.
And that's tremendously valuable in today's NBA. The ability to stay in front of smaller men in switches and pick and rolls. He has terrific lateral mobility.
The Cavaliers have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today.
I think about LeBron James, and it's not about the job, it's how you do the job. And he's been a professional every season that he's been in the association.
Joe Ingles, he's checked in for Utah. Rubio dishes to Johnson. Outside Hood. Kicks it out to Johnson. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Staying ready. Johnson spotting up and lasers that one in.
The Cavaliers trail by 3. They set the pick. Jordan the screen. Outside Crowder. He dishes it to LeBron. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
Here's Johnson. Good work defensively by Crowder. Cavaliers have gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Over Ingles. Kicks it out to James. And it's Wade in the corner. Ingles against LeBron. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Brent, when you look at the way LeBron has constructed his business empire, hiring his childhood friends to manage it, it's been talked about, but it's been successful.
Well, he's taken ownership, Kevin, of what his career has been, but he's also empowered those around them to have a future, to make a life. And he certainly is blazing his own trail as he's made his way through his career in the NBA.
Hood kicks to Favors, and a slam dunk by Favors.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
On the wing, James. Ingles.
Okay.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
That was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Here's Johnson, and there's another one for the Jazz.
And this is what it's all about, guys. The competitive spirit, the energy that we're seeing. This one's got the feeling like it's going to go down to the wire.
And if it does, as evenly as these 2 teams have played here, it's anyone's guess who's going to come out on top.
We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game, just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Rubio, the pass to Ingles. Johnson dishes to Rubio. He feeds it to Ingles. Nice ball movement by Utah. Johnson the screen, and Rubio kicks to Ingles. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
The Cavaliers trailing. James outside. And the dunk by James.
So many years, and the body still holding up for LeBron James. Wow.
For Utah, they've gone 6 of 13 from the field, just under the 50% mark. Rubio dishes to Johnson. Shoots over Crowder, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The drive by James. Oh!
Yikes!
Wow.
Just wonder how the confidence of the team gets established when LeBron James gets off to a start like this.
Now Rubio. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game, and Jordan sends it back. Favors gone 80% from the field, 4 of 5 shooting. In the corner, it's James. Makes it off the glass. James has got 19 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Shoots over Crowder. Johnson's shot is off. The Cavaliers leading by 3. LeBron drive. Oh!
I love LeBron being shifty on that play. Outstanding at going right to the rack with that size, strength, and speed.
Good with it. Last time out he had 13 points. Favors passes to Rubio. Favors can't get it to go.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Utah has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Put on the wing. Wade is covering. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. No good that time. Good work defensively by Crowder.
It's just been an off night for him. That doesn't happen all that often, but the thing that you do at this point is not to push it, not to rush it. Let it come back to you.
When a powerful athlete, Brent, like LeBron James steamrolls his way to the rim, it's so difficult and so much stress on that defense. But who are some of the smaller slashers in the league that can have just as big an effect?
Well, a couple of guys I think about, Kevin, is Otto Porter in Washington, Thad Young in Indiana, and Trevor Ariza in Houston. Although he likes to shoot threes, still a good slasher. Most of these guys, Kevin, play with guys who have the ball a ton. Wall and Beal in Washington, Teague and Paul George. So to be a creative scorer, if you're not shooting threes, you've got to find angles and opportunities as a slasher to put points on the board. Those guys do a pretty good job of it.
And Favors kicks to Mitchell. Favors with the screen. Burks dishes to Urebko. And here's Cephalosha for 3. And Utah another 3.
Well, if you're going to give Cephalosha that much room, you know he's got a great chance of taking and making.
Wow. Look out. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. Mitchell passes to Urebko. Kicks it to Mitchell. Pass to Urebko. Now the feed to Cephalosha. Korver against Burks. Over James. Burks can't get it to go.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
And the pass to Cephalosha. Here's Favors. Misses the mark. His 3rd miss of the game. 4 for 7 now.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
Well, LeBron right through the defense this time. Incredible at finishing off that one.
Mitchell kicks to Jerebko. Here's Mitchell. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Favors with a screen on Korver. Here's Burks. Korver with the defensive effort.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Yeah, there's no stopping LeBron right there. He's done that thousands of times.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Green's checked in. And Kyle Korver with the return to form, shooting the ball well last season, almost 50% from three-point range once he was traded from Atlanta to Cleveland.
I don't think Kyle had to do as much work in Cleveland, certainly, with Kyrie Irving and LeBron James creating havoc. He could stand, have his feet set, and we know he's one of the NBA's career leaders in three-point percentage. That makes those shots a lot easier.
Here's Mitchell. He's covered by Rose. Favors with the screen. Here's Mitchell. Will it go? And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. And Cleveland gets called for the foul. The Jazz shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And he knocks down the first one. And so he's able to get one of two. And here is LeBron. And James throws it down.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with. Up and down the floor.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Cleveland Cavaliers. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We come back right after this. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous.
I put all the pressure on me to.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example of how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And guys, the Cavaliers enjoying a nice lead here.
Cleaning the glass. I mean, right from the jump, and that really helped them to set the tone.
I think you said it. If you start off playing physical, Greg, there's kind of the attention of the referees and the opponent that you're coming at them all night long.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. Taking a look at the Jazz. Mitchell is out there with Alec Burks. And it's Rudy Gobert. And there's Jerebko. And it's Cephalosha in at the 3, the small forward.
It's just not easy to contain or control LeBron James. A nightmare when trying to stop him, especially on the drive.
And after so many finals runs starting in 2015, Brent, is it natural for a team like the Cavaliers to wear down a bit?
Well, they do have some guys that have played a lot of years in the NBA, so that's a natural cause and effect. But these guys were the defending champs last year, won 51 games, took a couple months off on the defensive end, and then flipped the switch in the playoffs, no doubt about it. Came together and played extremely well through their run in the Eastern Conference.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Guys, the league may have never seen a player with more control on and off the court than LeBron James. He is a superstar, a playmaker, a coach on the floor. Some say he's the GM, and he even has a stake in a player agent business. LeBron says it's his dream to one day own an NBA team. Well, he's certainly getting some practice. Kevin?
No question about it, David. He's well on his way.
Okay.
LeBron James and his basketball instincts are absolutely incredible. How about that one there?
Jazz trail by 16. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Jerebko. Gobert's got his first bucket in this one. James against Gobert. James kicks to Green. James in the post. Plays it up and banks it in. LeBron's got 7 now in this quarter.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
Shumpert is checked in for J.R. Smith. Mitchell's shot is good.
Like seeing Cephalosha dish the rock that time. Good awareness at finding the open man.
Here's James, and LeBron throws it down hard.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Burks kicks to Gobert, and stolen by James. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
All right, the coaches are going to ask you to stay in front of LeBron James, but seriously, you want to get in front of that?
Mitchell kicks to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Gobert the screen. Burks against Korver. Takes a 3. And Utah, another three.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
LeBron James, here's the report, Kevin. Still athletic.
Utah with the ball. They trail by 16. The Cavaliers beat them last time when these two teams met in Cleveland.
Yeah, and their last time playing against this club, they fell short. A lot of cheap fouls really plagued their starting unit.
But I'm sure they learned their lesson from that game. They know they can't afford to have their first unit unavailable when the game is at critical junctures this time around. And that is one thing he does very well. His intensity on the glass helps lead to this. Oh, man. Wow, LeBron on the roll. This time rocks it.
Utah has gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Has to Gobert. He kicks to Cephalosha. Back to Gobert. There's the dish to Cephalosha. The three-pointer, no good.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
And, guys, it was just announced last season that the Jazz had transferred the team's ownership to a legacy trust intended to keep the team in Utah for generations to come. Apparently, the move is a first of its kind in major North American pro sports.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Joe Johnson, he's checked in for Urebko. Joe Ingles comes in for Cephalosha. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Mitchell. Second free throw. No good. Greg, you look at the Jazz, that legacy trust means that all profits are reinvested right back into the team.
I mean, a tremendous move, recognizing that the team belongs to Utah and the people of Salt Lake City. This is truly a community asset.
Burks, Gobert, and there's Gobert putting it right back in. Gobert's got 6.
You know, he didn't score the ball much in the first quarter, but he has been really, really solid during the second quarter. I expect a big game from him now.
And they double up James. Green left side. James right side. Over Gobert. That one off the back iron and out. Jazz trail by 15. Johnson outside. Pass to Rubio. Gobert the screen. And the basket by Rubio.
He used that screen to perfection and got a wide open look to knock down the jumper.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And Ricky Rubio, known mostly for his ability to pass it and create opportunities for teammates, but I think he's an underrated defender at that point guard spot, and maybe he doesn't get the credit he deserves defensively.
And Greg, for Rubio, his defense is something that isn't talked about, but is certainly present all the time.
Yeah, I mean, he's smart, fast, he moves his feet well, and has terrific anticipation with his hands. Great playing both on and off the ball, and just aware of his spacing and a player's tendencies.
Good checked in for Alec Burks. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for LeBron. Jay Crowder comes in for Green. Wade, he's checked in for Kyle Korver. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Rose. James checked in for Cleveland. And a look now at the breakdown between 3-point and 2-point shots attempted here tonight for the Jazz.
Liking the effectiveness they've shown here from three-point land. And I say, hey, shoot it more. They've been successful with a high field goal percentage, and we'll see if that continues to be a part of their arsenal.
Brent, every team's looking for skilled bigs who can hit the three, defend the perimeter, pull out other bigs. At what point do we start seeing 6'9", 6'10", 6'11" guards? I guess we're kind of getting a glimpse of that now.
Yes, with apologies to Magic Johnson and what he was able to do through his career with the Lakers. Those guys are all throughout the league already. I mean, we've already hit that mark, Kevin, where we're seeing some of these guys do extraordinary things in terms of their skill with the basketball in open space. Thank you, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and Brandon Ingram. I find it amazing, though, don't you?
I really do. And to say that the game is not better than it was, watching what these young players are capable of, and I'm just talking purely in terms of their skill. The game has come a long way. Happy to see it.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Got to be careful once LeBron breaks the seal of the free throw line. There's a lot of power and a lot of muscle coming at you. Usually it ends up with free throws.
The Jazz making a switch here. Favors is checked in. Jazz trail by 15. Rubio dishes to Johnson. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 16th rebound on the night.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Here's LeBron.
That just happened.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Stolen by Thomas. And they're on the break. And James throws it down hard.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Shoots from the right block. That one a little long.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Crowder, the pass to James. Back to Crowder. James outside. Tries again. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Ingles. How last month turned out for him, averaging 9 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And guys, no question, he's a guy with some talent. But honestly, even he'd like to see those numbers improve.
From all the whispers that we've heard, he's been working hard on his game. It just has not showed up yet in the box score.
Thabo Sefolosha just checked in for Utah.
Joe is a scorer and a shooter, but it always looks prettiest from the mid-range.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle. And Utah adding another terrific defender this summer, trading for point guard Ricky Rubio. Rubio on a bargain contract the next 2 years. A nice move by the Jazz's front office.
Joe Johnston on the wing. Shoots over Crowder. Johnson can't hit.
Look, if they want any shot at winning this game, he has to be better out there.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them. And Cavaliers fans have to be pleased with what the team got in exchange for Kyrie Irving. An all-star in Isaiah Thomas, a two-way starter in Crowder, and some talent for the future. I think they did well.
Smith checked in for James. Now, here's Rubio. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Hood. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Jordan's got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place.
And the Cavs stuck to their gun. In the trade negotiation, they wanted that 2018 draft pick, which is coming from the Nets. You never know what happens with LeBron this upcoming offseason. They got talent and depth to win now, but also a plan B if they need to rebuild.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. James is checked in. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. Utah's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight, 50% exactly. And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Shoots over Crowder, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
I don't think Joe Johnson's fazed by a primary defender anymore. Great confidence to knock that one in.
James in the post. He's covered by Favors. And they double him up with LeBron. Lock at 6. Wade kicks to James. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade.
This guy is just shredding the defense right now. He's hitting any shots he's putting up.
Crowder against Johnson. Launches a 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Johnson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Oh, Joe Johnson, a good shooter for all the time he spent in the NBA. That's solid.
Here's James, and the dunk by James.
What about the courage right there? Sacrificing his body to get the high percentage attempt at the rim.
Utah's gone 3 of 5 beyond the arc since the start of the second quarter. Johnson at the elbow. Feeds to Favors. No good on that one. Jordan with some nice D. Well, Cleveland shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. LeBron is doubled. Outside Thomas. James in the post. And the dunk by James.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
Utah has gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Sefolosha with it. Working on James. Sefolosha dishes to Favors. Kicks it to Sefolosha. 6 on the shot clock. Down low. And Derek Favors with the slam.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Wade passes to James, and they double him up with LeBron. Back to Wade. Over Sefolosha. Favors with the rebound. Favors got his 5th rebound in this one. Favors with a screen on Thomas. To the inside, here's Johnson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got 4 assists in the game.
Well, if I'm the coach over there, I'm ordering up a cup of Joe. On fire right now.
And so it's Cleveland, riding high with a... .3 lead heading into the break. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Coach, what have you liked about your team's performance so far?
I like our physicality. I thought we came out, started the game physical. That set the tone for us early.
Well, we'll see if they can keep it up, T-Lou. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome, everybody. So far, a pretty one-sided first half. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He went on an historic scoring frenzy. tallying a ridiculous number of points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. He's clearly shaken off his mediocre performance from their last. That's it for now as the second half.
To all the and $100 bill.
And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, great job from him in that first half of drawing fouls.
Cleveland leading by 23. Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Thomas is out there with Dwayne Wade. And it's Jordan in at the 5 down low.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here's the screen, and Rubio kicks to Favors. Now James, non-stop scoring machine here. And there's the call on James. That's his first foul.
And that's just all about positioning. He gets boxed out, can't fight around it, and gets the over-the-back call.
Guys get excited about making something happen, but that was just a loss of composure right there. You can't go through the guy.
Gobert, he's checked in for your Repco. Johnson kicks to Favors. Shoots over Crowder and misses it off the right side of the rim.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And you look at the Cavs coach, Tyronn Lue. Brent, what stands out to you?
Well, he's got confidence. I would tell you, Kevin, I'd have confidence too if that number 23 was suiting up for me every night. But he demands accountability. He demands a respect for the game. And this team has had a tremendous run in the early stages of Ty Lue's coaching career.
And Utah making a change here. Udo's checked in. Brent, you were known for a lot of stuff. Great passing was one of them. Also known as an exceptional shooter. Of all the guys you played with, who is the best at setting you up for a score?
Wow, I think my years playing alongside Gary Payton in Seattle, he drew so much attention, Kevin, with his ability in transition, of course, that patented spin move of his, and then his great ability as a 6'4" guard to post up, especially on that left block, drew a lot of double teams, and that opens up shooters on the weak side. That's where I happen to be.
All the great point guards see the floor so well. They know where everybody is, don't they, Brent?
And the best ones, Kevin, you're right. The best ones are the ones willing to pitch the ball ahead. That's when you really have something special.
And Rubio kicks to Johnson. Here's Favors. The shot missing. And it's the Cavaliers taking it the other way. LeBron dishes to Wade.
Hey, get LeBron! Get LeBron!
And they double up James. Back to Thomas. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Clock is at 3. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. We take a second here to take a look at the shot chart for Cleveland.
Well, this is what you wanted to see from him. I mean, he's not settling for anything and is going right at the defender, taking the ball to the rim whenever he can. And the attitude he's had on offense is keeping his team flying around, as his energy is contagious out there right now.
Rubio with it. Favors with a screen on Thomas. Shoots a 3. But they'll get another chance. And Favors kicks to Hood. Favors with the screen. Dishes it to Johnson. Back to Hood. Favors sets the pick for Hood. Favors with a screen on Jordan. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Ooh, and this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And LeBron James gets it to go.
He's having a night right now. Credit to the shooting touch, helping his team with the lead.
And the Jazz call time here. Hey, Greg, when you look at all the dunks that DeAndre Jordan has on his resume, it's pretty impressive.
And Jordan, I feel, is even underrated with his dunking ability. Very agile. You can see that in warm-ups as well as the dunk contest. His unmatched power when attacking the rim, really unprecedented. He may be the best athlete in the league.
Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Cavaliers, number one.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
On the wing, James. Ingles covering. James against Ingles.
Oh!
Yes, sir.
Oh, he's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Rubio, the pass to Favors. Favors with the screen. Jerebko dishes to Mitchell. Off the pick. And that one drops for him. Mitchell's got 5 points so far.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
All right, a chance to check out the stats for Dwayne Wade. Really been a key contributor over the past month. He's averaging 14 points a game, 5 assists, and 3 rebounds. Just solid all-around performances we've been seeing from him, delivering night in and night out.
And I like it when stars do exactly that. It's not just about scoring 50 or 40 or 30. It's about making plays consistently.
Just his first attempt. And he gets the kind bounce as that one drops in for him.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Here's LeBron, and the dunk by LeBron.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Mitchell kicks to Favors. Favors with the screen. There's the feed to Mitchell. He dishes it to Favors. Lets it fly from 18. And again, it's Utah.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
For Cleveland, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. James in the post. Ingles covering. Jordan the pass to LeBron. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got assist number 7 for him tonight.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
Mitchell dishes to Favors. He feeds it to Mitchell. Favors with the screen. Ingles kicks to Burks. Passes to Jerebko. On the wing, Ingles. Here's Burks. Unable to get that one. Cavaliers go the other way with it. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand.
Jump ball, jump ball, jump ball. You too.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Crowder kicks to James. And finished off by LeBron.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Utah has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Mitchell passes to Jerebko. James against Ingles. Jazz passing it around. 5 to shoot. Favors with a screen on Jordan. They get it back. Goes back up. Favors dishes to Burks. And Wade sends it back.
Dwayne Wade, the best shot-blocking 2-guard this game has ever seen. Add another one to the total.
And they double up James. "14 feet away. Utah with the rebound.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
And the basket by Ingles. For Cleveland, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. The kick out to Crowder. Back to James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Utah has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13.
Start it.
Utah calls timeout. If you ever did decide to go into coaching, Brent, would you also like to be the general manager to ensure you have the players do you really want to coach?
Well, I'd also like a new car and a Lear jet, Kevin. If I could get those two, I'll try my best. But
I hear you. I know.
I really think that relegating that role to somebody else that you can be on the same page with is the best way to go. It's a fresh set of eyes.
That's the key. I totally agree.
Fresh set of eyes, and they have the time to devote to what your team and your roster is going to need while you make sure you're developing the roster yourself. So I think having a general manager do his job and a coach do his job might be the way that I would prefer to do things, although we've seen other guys have success in both roles.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for Rudy Gobert. Free throw good, James.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
And there's the pass to Burks. They set the screen. Just 3 to shoot. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Burks has got 4 this quarter.
A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
And finished off by LeBron.
And you can see it. They're in a nice rhythm in terms of shooting. It's been that way the entire second half.
And then there's the other team. Can't say that about them. Big gap in the recent field goal percentage between these two squads.
Pass to Mitchell. Jerebko kicks to Sefolosha. Dish now to Mitchell. Pass to Ingles. Shoots over Crowder. Hey, Crowder pulls it in. And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. That creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within. Really like that work there in the paint. He has really established a low post presence.
Jazz have gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. Jerebko kicks to Burks. Feeds to Jerebko. Dishes it to Burks. Passes it to Ingles. There's the screen. Here's Mitchell. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Mitchell's got 7.
Oh, nice screen. Really a poor defensive reaction and the obvious result.
Yeah, when you fail to get over the top, more than likely that jumper is going to go down. And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
He kicks to Ingles. The feed to Sefolosha. And there's the call on James. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Utah. Johnson comes in for Joe Ingles, and Hood subbed in for Mitchell. Outside Hood. Drains the three-pointer. 5 points in the game.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Here's James, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson kicks to Hood. The Jazz working the ball around now. There's the pass to Johnson. Outside Hood. And Utah again with the bucket.
Where was the D on that one? Just too easy.
Well, the Cavaliers shooting has been just uncontainable, 72%. Here's LeBron.
And a quick check of the stats for Cephalosha. How his last 10 games have gone. 15th in three-point shooting, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
And no one's been able to guard him out there. Defender's been trying to get physical with him, but time and time again, he just shrugs him off and drills it. The Jazz making a switch here. Rubio's checked in. Hood, the pass to Rubio. They set the pick. Back to Hood. Now here is Cephalosha. James covering. A three ball. Cephalosha misses. And here are the Cavaliers. That's tipped. Cephalosha with the steal. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Back to Hood. Rubio dishes to Jerebko. Kicks it to Cephalosha. And it's Hood in the corner. 6 to shoot. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Looked a little bit forced. No reason for it either. The defense was not even in the frame.
And so it's Cleveland with a... massive lead of 30 points here at the end of the quarter. This has been a one-sided matchup, and I don't see any signs of it lessening. Back right after this. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Utah has gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Jonas Jerebko out there with Cephalosha. Then it's Exum, then there's Udo, and it's Neto in at the point guard. That's the 5 on the floor for the Jazz. Here's James, and fouled on the shot, so the bucket counts, and a chance for one more here.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And the Cavaliers last season bottom 3 in bench minutes and bench points.
Well, LeBron James said it himself. You remember mid-season last year, he made a comment about how the team could use one more playmaker, and if that was not prophetic with what happened to them in the NBA Finals, I don't know what is. There's a lot of extra pressure for the stars to carry the load, so they could be seeking a little bit more balance.
Shot clock at 3, Neto, and that one comes up a bit short. Cavaliers shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. 60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Cephalosha kicks to Neto. Pass to Cephalosha. He dishes it to Udo. Over to the wing. Got it. Nice one there from Exum. Here is Thomas. He feeds it to James. Cephalosha with the steal. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Thomas. Neto kicks to Jerebko. Pass to Exum. Wade brings the double team. Jerebko dishes to Exum. Shot clock at 5. Here's Neto. The 18-footer is right on the mark. And here are the Cavaliers. LeBron outside. And finished off by LeBron.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Exum passes to Udo. Neto kicks to Exum. With the premium placed an outside shooting Brent plus defensive rules that lessen the need to defend in isolation, will we see guys playing for more years than ever before? Less wear and tear because there's less of it inside in games.
That's a great point, Kevin. I think that you're right about that. I also think that whatever we're doing off the court in terms of the players with nutrition and training regimen, that's going to be another reason why we'll see players be very effective well into their late 30s and sometimes into their early 40s, which is about my limit, Kev. I'm still effective at 45.
You are very effective at 45. From beyond the arc, and a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Crowder's got his 5th rebound right now in the game, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot for 2 shots coming up. Utah called for the foul.
Well, with a body like that, LeBron James can be as physical as he wants to be and just dare you into making contact.
And when you look at Jay Crowder, he kind of bridges that gap between role player / star player. The numbers might not wow you, but his tough play at both ends of the court is extremely valuable.
Now here is Cephalosha, guarded closely. And here's Exum, the 19-foot shot. Another miss by Utah. And Greg, wouldn't you agree, Crowder clearly one of the best in the NBA in defending?
Without question. I mean, this guy guards 3 positions every night. And the combination of strength, quick feet, and then the quick hands make him a problem.
Neto kicks to Udo. The Jazz working the ball around now. And it's Exum in the corner. Another miss by Utah.
Now you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter. I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
Yep, that one goes in there. Exum's got 5 points in the quarter. Cavaliers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the 4th. A pretty nice efficiency there. LeBron outside, and they double up James. And stolen by Cephalosha. And it's Exum in the corner. Back to Cephalosha. Udo kicks to Neto. There's a screen. Now here is Cephalosha. James covering. 4 on the shot clock. A floater, and the rejection by LeBron.
Well, LeBron using his length that time perfectly. When he's in the area, you can't throw up anything lazy.
Still attacking, building on this lead coming down the stretch.
Well, tonight his pinpoint accuracy has been impressive.
Now the dish to Exum. Feeds it to Urebko. Here's Neto. He's guarded by Thomas. They get a hand on it. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. LeBron outside. Cephalosha with the steal. Another miss by Utah.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
And last season, DeAndre Jordan making his first All-Star appearance.
Well, a tremendous accomplishment for DJ to come into the league, immediately accept his role as a screen-setting, lob-getting big man that could affect the game with his rebounding prowess. And for him to appear in the mid-season classic, a validation of accepting your role and working within it.
Clock is at 3. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. Cleveland with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Great patience on the block, elevating with ease and then sinking the close-range shot over the top of the D.
During the pre-draft process, Brent, we're seeing more and more players refuse to work out for certain teams and for a variety of reasons. How would you feel about drafting a player who declined to work out for you?
I think I feel much better, Kevin, if I had a tremendous track record and confidence in the scouts that I have deployed throughout the season who've gone out and seen these players, not just once or twice, but 10 or 12 times over, where we could still make the assumption about what this player can do for our organization without having some personal time or the individualized workout. So it's up to your staff to do their diligence.
Here's Burks. And he gets that one to go off the front iron.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
Burks with the steal. Dishes it to Exum. Here's Mitchell. No good from outside.
Well, he made 1 3 in the first half, but he hasn't found a way to connect again from outside during the second.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm.
Drills it from outside.
Love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
James kicks to Thomas. And they double up James. Back to Thomas. James against Burks. LeBron dishes to Thomas. Stolen by Exum. In transition, here come the Jazz. The putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Here's James. That one's off, still out of sync.
Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his first foul. Remember, you look at the All-Star balloting, it's amazing how many worthy point guards have to be left off the roster. How'd the league end up with so many great players at that position all at once? It's an amazing story.
It has been an incredible crop. I mean, really the golden era of point guards. And the one guy who I feel really badly for over the course certainly of the last 5 or 6 seasons is one Mike Conley. Any coach in the league would take Mike Conley at the drop of a hat, yet he's dealing with, over the course of his career, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Tony Parker, Steve Nash, Chauncey Billups, Chris Paul. Should I go on, Kevin? It is a very, very tough position.
Those names, it says it all. Here is Udo, guarded by Jordan. Here's Jerebko. It's good from long range.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. Timeout called the Cavaliers.
Yeah, he needs to tell his guys to just box out with some energy. That's basic basketball. They've been lazy on the backboard and have allowed way too many second chance points.
Cavaliers. Start it.
Well, they've been turning that ball over way too much, and they really need to address this if they want to win this game. Huddle up, boys.
Start it.
Timeout. And the Cavaliers call time here. And the Cavaliers with possession here. LeBron passes to Crowder. Back to James. And they double up James. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, James. Now, here's Burks. Off target from three-point range. And for the ball out of bounds, Jordan touched it last.
Some turnovers necessary. That one, not so much.
Here's the Jazz with the ball. They've scored 10 straight. Burks a screen on Thomas. Burks kicks to Yarebko. Back to Burks. Shot off the screen. Here's Udo. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on DeAndre Jordan.
And the second chance points haven't come as easily to them as they did in that first half. Those are valuable points they're missing out on.
And both free throws good for Udo. The Cavaliers have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. Here's LeBron. And a great job by the D contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Their offense is really clicking.
And yeah, I can see them adding even more points.
Mitchell kicks to Neto. Nice ball movement by Utah. And there's the call on James. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. NBA official, NBA referee, Brent, has to be one of the toughest jobs in the world. There's been a lot of talk about adding an official to the court. Would that make a difference?
No, I'm thinking, Kevin, that's like asking 4 of my buddies to add a 5th guy to go out and they're all single. That means there's another guy I got to compete with. So maybe we don't have another set of eyes on the NBA game. Lots of physicality, lots of pushing and shoving. You may see more foul calling, which will slow down the tempo and the rhythm of the game. I'm not sure that's the best idea for the league.
So then adding the Secaucus and the extra eyes in New York to look at calls, I think that might take the place of adding the official.
I think the league has done a great job, Kevin, having Secaucus now have the ability to make some of those calls to help speed up what we do with regards to the replay.
The feed to Jordan. Back to LeBron. That shot missing. And Utah the other way now. 1:36 left in the 4th. Mitchell kicks to Neto. Passes it to Yarebko. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Cephalosha. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Cavaliers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for LeBron.
Now, he was remarkable. Absolutely destroyed the opposition. Any matchup he had tonight, it felt like he was going to dominate.
Here's Neto. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. Running up the score, showing no mercy.
Well, you want to close the door on any type of comeback effort. This has been a vault. Ka-ching!
You're right. They set the pick. Cephalosha kicks to Neto. There's the feed to Udo. In the corner, Cephalosha with it. High, arcing shot, and it's good on the way in.
That's the biggest aspect of Cephalosha on defense is the length, and he uses it well that time to get off the shot close to the bucket.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. The first free throw is good. Shooting for Cleveland. And both free throws good for LeBron. 9 seconds left to play here in the 4th. Here's Neto. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about. Greg. David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.